Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. The joys of YouTube in retirement. Hey man, I realized at the beginning of the week I said I was going to do a video about doing YouTube, starting a channel in retirement. But I really just wanted to come on here and thank everybody for being a subscriber or watching a video. I will do a video about that probably next week after next Friday after Cowbell Tuesday. I've had some people ask me about it, and I told them what little I knew about it, but I figured I'd make a video that might help anybody else that ain't asked. It's not much, but for me, YouTube has been a great hobby in retirement. That's what I started. It's the only hobby I got in retirement. But hey, man, before I get started, I just wanted to make sure all my Packer backers out there didn't think I had given up on the team. You see here it says I own a piece, and then it's got a stock certificate down at the bottom. It says of the pack. So it's almost against the law for me to go back on the team. But how about that? That's something else. I ain't got $1 million, but I own a small piece, and a small piece it is, of one of the most storied franchises in sports history. It's kind of neat, I think. Oh, but sports have been such a important part of my life, and it's brought me so much joy over the years. Whether I was watching, coaching, playing, or whatever, it didn't make no difference. It didn't make no difference to sport either. I don't care if it was swimming, weightlifting, demolition derby. That's why I used to love to watch Wide World of Sports. You can see everything on there, rodeo and everything. But I should give you a little example. You just wouldn't believe the junk I've had over the years, and a lot of it I still got. But I actually grew up with Fran Tarkenton's second cousin. His mom was first cousins. They'd run into him from time to time, family gatherings or whatever, you know. And I mean, he just lived down the road from me, probably 1/4 mile. I could walk to his house. But I got another little piece to show y'all. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it here. But you got Joe DiMaggio and Gordie Howe, and Brooks Robinson. You got Johnny Unitas. I think Jerry West is on the end. That's gonna be Havlicek, John Havlicek. Fella in the middle there is my uncle. He's Dad's baby brother. He's the biggest of them all. He's like 6'2" or 6'3" or something. He's the only one of them that's still alive. There was 5 of them boys. But he'd got sugar a little while after that picture was taken, and he lost a lot of weight. I don't know if he weighs as much as I do now, about 190. But he's starting to have health problems now. He's pushing 80. But he just lives across the river over yonder in Hopewell. But he'd won some kind of contest, the raffle, where he got a chance to play golf with them guys. And he brought me back a picture of them. They've all signed that one, and then I got individual pictures of them signed too. And Brooks Robinson and Joe DiMaggio actually signed a baseball for me too. It's something like that, man. It's just, it's priceless to me. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with the team or the sport they play or whatever. I mean, I enjoy greatness, man. If you're good, Doc, I don't care whether you're laying bricks or pumping out toilets, man. I'm impressed as heck, because I can't do a whole lot of anything. But anyways, yeah, man. Hey, man, I'm a small channel. I just do this for a hobby. I try real hard not to give any advice or tell anybody what to do, because I ain't qualified to tell nobody squat. And I do this just for a hobby, man. I actually have a daggone disclaimer at the bottom of my home page where I tell you that, man. Don't do what I did. Get help. But on here I generally just talk about whatever is bothering me, troubles I've run into, something I'm working on, what I did right or what I did wrong, or what lessons I've learned or junk like that. Nothing big, man. The best thing you can do if you're a new subscriber is read the comments. A lot of good people on here, Doc. A lot of good people. They've been a tremendous help to me. I've told them before that I get way more out of having this channel than they'll ever get from watching one of my videos. And that's the truth, Doc. You know, the comments and the emails I get are just fantastic. I got one guy just sends me pictures of the deer and the landscape up in West Virginia. He showed me a picture of a bear raiding his bird feeder one day. Another guy sent me a picture of a bench that he redid. He did a heck of a job on that thing, man. It's a little bit different style than that, but he did a real good job on that, man. He went with the he painted it red, but the wood he went with polyurethane, just clear coated it. It's a nice looking thing, you know. And I just had a comment on here about somebody reminded me to pay attention to RMDs. You know, I might want to go to the top of my tax bracket from now while don't have a lot of income. I mean, I get so much help, man, and that don't count just the goofing off statements. And that's all I do, man, is hang out and goof off, to be honest with you. I use YouTube for a daggone it gives me something to get on the wife about. I'll tell her, hey, maybe I gotta go out and talk to my peeps. They're waiting on me. And she'll give me that look. She told me one time, I'm gonna peep you. But hey, man, I'm just a small channel. But the thought of y'all, one of y'all, out of all the daggone millions of videos, the millions of channels on here, that you actually watched a video of mine and felt like subscribing, I mean, it really means the world to me. It becomes overwhelming on here from time to time of the goodwill and nature of people on here towards me anyways. I can't speak for nobody else with a channel, but you get a super thanks, man, and the word thanks just don't seem enough. It's the same for when I tell you thanks at the end of the comments or take care. You know, that's about the best words I can come up with to tell you how much I appreciate it. But oh, and one reason I really wanted to start this video was I've gotten a lot of subscribers this past month. I got almost 300. I got quite a few from I got a handful or two from Buzz's unboxing video of my I think that thing's called a wind spinner. He got 6 views just off of me. I got so tickled over it, I had to show it to everybody. Mama, I showed it to the baby. I watched it, showed it to both the kids when they'd come by, but I would commentate on it. YouTube for me is just pure entertainment. You know, he's good people, man. He is. There's no way to explain good people, man. It's just top of the line. You know what I mean? It's like my buddy Ruben down the neighbor down there. He's good people, Doc. I could go down there right now, and you know, if I needed something, he'd hand it to me. You know what I mean? He's I don't know, man. It's just hard to explain. They're good people. That's all there is to it. That's the way I explain it. It's not that they're nice or they're kind or they're decent or whatever. It's kind of everything all wrapped up in one. I don't know Buzz. I ain't never met him in my life, but that's the way it comes off on his channel, and he's a natural on it, man. You can see his face, how excited he is about stuff. It just lights up. I told him, man, he's a natural at this stuff, man, and you can't help but pull for somebody like that. I mean, I can't anyways. But I'd narrate that sucker. Like when on there, he said, I consider Steve the master. I'd pause it just for that, and I'd say, y'all be sure and listen to these next few words. You know, or he talked about how good that daggone wind spinner was. And I told him in that letter I'd sent him, hey, man, it's just pieced together with scrap wood, man. They're all different thicknesses and everything else. But I got a bunch of scrap junk, man. I don't throw much away at all. usually I can find a use for it. And I had a cousin in Ohio back 40 years ago, before we got married, even before I even met the wife. I was living up in Columbus for a couple of years, and I'd come in to see him. And he used to make them and hang them in his yard and sell them. But he had the tools, man. I just had all hand tools. So, but a guy I worked with one time told me that paint makes it what it ain't. So I put it together best I could and painted it. I figured he needed something for his yard with Browns colors, as much as he likes the Browns. He was messing with me on that one video, said I painted my bench the wrong colors. So I said, that got my wheels spinning. And that's dangerous. Ain't no telling. I might try to do another cartwheel if I get to thinking about it too long. But I sure do appreciate it, boss man. I really do, everybody. And you know, about the best words I can come up with is thank you. And it's just very appreciative and overwhelming at times. But I thank you. Y'all enjoy what's left of your week. Today's supposed to be miserable down here. So I got to run Mama into the eye doctor, so I'm going to have to get off of here, and we'll see what goes on after that. But y'all take care, and we'll talk to y'all later.